So, are you finally ready to set up your Patreon campaign? Because if you are and you want to start making money on a residual recurring basis from your fans, you're finally ready to go full-time as a creator, or maybe you're already a creator and you're fed up with just getting by and you're ready to cash in on your passion, then you want to watch until the end of this video. Not only are we going to go through how to set up a Patreon campaign, but also some of the best practices, some of the things you should be aware of, and more importantly, how you start to build digital wealth when it comes to this area of your life. My name is Salvador Briggman, and on this channel, we love to cover crowdfunding. I publish a podcast every single week on crowdfunding called the Crowdfunding Demystified Podcast, and Patreon is actually a form of subscription-based crowdfunding. So we're getting to that and more in today's video. Listen up, buckle up your seatbelts, because I think you're gonna get a ton of value out of today's video. So welcome back to this channel, and if you're new here on this channel, we love to talk about crowdfunding, ways of turning your passion into profit, and of course, side hustles, ways of making money, and really building digital wealth that's gonna serve you years into the future. Now, on this video, I wanna get into how to start a Patreon campaign. And for those that are not aware, Patreon is a subscription-based crowdfunding tool, but there's also a lot more you can do when it comes to this website. It's basically a way of making money directly from your audience, your followers, or your fan base. Maybe you already have a fan base and you're wondering how to monetize that audience which you've built online. You could be a blogger, a podcaster, you could be an author or a writer, you could even be putting out comic books or artworks or any kind of gifts out there, memes, etc. And you're wondering, how do I monetize this audience that I built from my content creation? Or you're wondering, how do I not only grow that audience, but also monetize it and begin to actually make money hand over fist in this creator economy? The way that Patreon differs from other websites out there like Kickstarter, Indiego, is that this isn't just a lump sum of cash that's deposited into your bank account, but actually your fans or your followers, also known as your patrons, the patrons of your artwork, are supporting you on a monthly basis. So every single month, they're part of your membership community, and those funds are being deposited into your bank account, which creates a lot of consistency and allows you to get back to doing the type of work that you love. So number one in setting up your Patreon campaign is really to evaluate what your niche is. And I do recommend going out there and exploring and learning a little bit more about some of the niches that do really well on Patreon. There's a great tool out there. If you're taking notes, you can write this one down. It's called Graphtreon, which allows you to see any Patreon campaign, and more specifically, the data behind that and the ones that are trending. So I did a whole YouTube video out there on Graphtreon, and you can learn more about that. I'll try to remember to link that up in the show notes, but you want to first select what your niche is. And right now we're seeing tons of people see tremendous success on this platform in the realm of YouTubers, podcasters, writers, bloggers, and even novelists are using this as a way to monetize their audience. They're actually starting to make more money from their Patreon than, say, publishing novels on Amazon, because there's that curiosity gap and they can get people into their actual membership community. Patreon tends to be a good fit in my experience if, number one, you are a content creator of some form, or you're putting out content to an audience on a regular basis. Maybe you're putting out a message of some kind and you want to really connect with that tribe in a deeper way. I would say number two as well, if you are a teacher or you're delivering valuable information to other people who want to consume it and learn it, and you also want to package that in, for example, in ebook form or courses or training, etc., Patreon is another great option for you there. Once you've settled on your niche, that's time to set up your Patreon campaign. And I do have a video tutorial going screen throw step by step through how to set up a Patreon campaign, which I will link up down below. The most important thing here, aside from your title and your description, your cover photo, is really understanding what people are going to get as a result of becoming a part of your community. So what's in it for them, right? Some people might join it because they love you or they love your mission or they like your personality, but the vast majority of your audience is going to come because you're providing value. You're providing key benefits that if they become a part of this special VIP community on Patreon, they're not going to get that anywhere else. And maybe that extends their mission if they're trying to learn something, or when it comes to like an entertainment style kind of, maybe you're doing stories you're posting out there online, there's going to be some kind of curiosity gap and you're going to tell the rest of the story or like more in depth in the Patreon community. Or with podcasts, for example, maybe you have more in-depth interviews with your specific guests, or the Patreon community is invited to a Discord or a live stream where they can ask questions of that guest after your interviews with them live. There's so many ways that you can package that value, but my next tip is really to think about not only setting up your Patreon campaign, but more importantly, what is it in it for the actual patrons? Want to take all the stress out of fulfilling your Kickstarter rewards? Fulfillrite is the turnkey solution that puts product delivery on autopilot. The Top Campaigns uses trusted high-tech provider to store, package, and ship their products. Focus on growing your business. Leave shipping to the experts. Don't wait. Get a custom quote from Fulfill Right today. Link in the description. Within that campaign page, you could also upgrade it in many different ways, having visuals, graphics, video. I really would not skimp on this because this is really a sales page and it's really going to affect what's called your conversion rates, or the number of people that come to that page that then become a patron. In addition to deciding on the reason why people want to become a patron of yours, you also then got to decide on what your membership tiers are going to be. So the way that Patreon actually used to work, and I've covered them for a while on this channel, I also have a free course out there on Patreon that goes through it step by step. Some of my best techniques, tools, and tricks I put into that free course, which I will link to down below at crowdcrux.com/Patreon. But when it comes to this, Patreon used to work where you could bill your patrons on a per creation or on a membership basis. They've recently decided to shift just to allowing a membership kind of model. So you're basically billing these people on a monthly basis, and you got to decide what are the membership tiers that I'm going to allow people to have access to. Am I going to have one membership tier? Am I going to have two? Am I going to have three that they can choose from, right? You really want to think about the structure behind that. And I will give you a best practice that more often than not, what has the highest conversion rate is having 3 membership tiers. And the reason why is that when you have more than that, there tends to be a little bit of analysis paralysis. When you have less, sometimes people are like, I don't know, I think I'm going to think about that, right? But when you have 3, the people tend to gravitate to the middle tier. And obviously tech companies and software as a service companies already know this, and there's usually 3 membership options whenever you're going to purchase something on a membership basis, right? So you want to think about having 3 tiers if possible, because most people are going to be like, you know what, I don't really want to skimp and get like the lowest tier because I'm not going to get very much value. I don't want to invest maybe in the highest tier because it sounds kind of pricey. The vast majority of your patrons are actually going to gravitate to that middle tier that kind of has that like Goldilocks effect, and they feel like they're getting the best value for their money, and it also increases their order value a little bit from beyond that lower tier. Okay, Sal, I kind of hear what you're saying, but like, what could I offer and for how much? These are all great questions that I tend to get from individual one-on-one coaching students when it comes to their creative work. I'll be honest with you, the vast majority of people that are listening or watching this video probably are not a good fit when it comes to coaching. It's really more so for people that are really serious about not only setting up their foundation as a creator for a career or growing a brand into the future. It's really if you're ready to buckle down and be serious about this area of your life. But to answer the question, there's different ways of actually thinking about the pricing structure and what people are going to get. Number one, I would create what I call a KPI campaign, which is really just an example or a couple of examples in Excel spreadsheet, and see what other people have come up with in terms of ideas. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here, but some common ones would be access to a Discord server or a members chat area where people can talk with each other. Another would be shout outs. More would be longer form content, for example, podcasts or videos or guides, things that they have access to, new content in that way. You can also give them access to Q&As, coaching, more custom content, workshops. There are so many ways that you can actually involve your Patreons when it comes to different benefits. You can even give merchandise if you wanted to the people that subscribe at a specific tier. Every community is different, but what I would say is that probably the vast majority of patrons out there are charging a couple of bucks for their entry level tier, then maybe getting into more of the $10 kind of level. And as a more premium tier, most patrons are expecting around that, $15 to $25 level, getting more into the premium ones. But there are many creators, before you guys give me a shout out, be like, Sal, I came across this other one who had hundreds of dollars that they're charging for their tier. There are other audiences out there that have more of a premium offering for sure, and there is a strategy and tactics that go beyond if you want to charge more for your Patreon membership. Now, I'm more of like a ready, fire, aim guy. I like to get things done. I like to execute. I like to move my life forward, and you kind of figure things out as you go. It's kind of that idea that you can read a book on how to ride a bike, or you can get on the bike and try to ride it, right? And I'm much more of the second type. So what I would say is that at this point in the video, I do think it's important to mention that depending on the functionality that you want with your Patreon campaign, it's going to differ the fees in which you are going to be billed. Patreon's fees are going to vary from that 5% to that 12% mark, depending on the benefits, features, and functions that you want to get out of this platform. So I do think that this is really when you need to make that decision when you're setting up your Patreon campaign. What are the functionalities that I'm going to utilize, and more specifically, how does this fit into my overall business model as a creator or as a production company. So I'm gonna have this show in the video, but I would recommend also checking the updated pricing down below if possible, so that way you have the most updated pricing. So you have three main tiers. You have the Founder, the Pro, and the Premium. At the Founders tier, you get 5% of the income you earn on Patreon, plus payment processing is going to go towards the platform, which is going to give you everything when it comes to hosted creator pays, monthly and annual subscriptions to be able to sell posts and collections, premium membership benefits, membership tiers, community engagement, analytics, free trials, priority customer support, and video uploads. I think you get a lot of value at the 5% tier, to be honest, and I would say that you really only need to upgrade to the next tier if you already have something that's working and you kind of want to double down a bit on the marketing. One level up, we have the Pro tier, which is a core set of tools to help you earn income for your creative work directly from your community. The Pro tier comes in at 8% of the income you earn on Patreon, plus a payment processing fee. You get everything in the Founders tier, plus you get the ability to do special offers and a promo tool. Now, if you really want to supercharge your marketing when it comes to this Patreon, and I do think that, you know, when it comes to doing work online, like 80% of it is your marketing, right? And you want to really cut through the fluff and just really get to the point when it comes to the tricks, the tools, and the resources that can help you launch with a bang and also help you raise more money with Patreon. I put all of my best tricks into one slender guide that I call Tricks for Launching a Successful Patreon. This is a guide which you can purchase. It's an investment. I'll include a link down below if you want to learn more about this, but it's really for you. It's kind of one of those weapons in like your war chest, which you can pull out, and before you kind of upgrade maybe to using more functionality, you can take advantage of some of these tricks and hacks in order to raise money from your patrons and to make sure you maximize the actual revenue that you're bringing in. And finally on the list, we have the Premium tier. So the Premium tier gives you dedicated coaching and support, plus some other features. You're gonna be getting 12% of the income you earn on Patreon is gonna go to the platform, plus credit card and payment processing fees. You'll get everything in the Pro tier, plus a dedicated partner manager, merchandise for your membership, which you can sell, and also team accounts. No one believed me. Everyone thought I was crazy when I said that you can actually build a brand on Patreon, and more creators are doing that, and that's exactly why there's that Premium membership tier, because you can have multiple people that are accessing your Patreon campaign. For example, you have a team that is managing that, and you can be building a creator-led business and be building digital wealth online. There is also one other new feature that I want to mention on this video, and that's that you can now sell digital products using Patreon. Digital products could include tutorials, guides, sample packs. It could be wallpapers, really anything which can be delivered in a digital manner. Courses, you can now sell that via Patreon, and there's also a creator's shop or creators marketplace where you can discover other people's. So I see this kind of in the realm of Gumroad. If you're familiar with that software tool, I've also covered them on this channel, but you can now sell directly your digital products and giving that for free to people who then subscribe to your membership tiers, or as sort of like an add-on or something additional to be able to earn more income when it comes to structuring your membership community. Under this service, you're going to be paying a 5% fee when it comes to the digital products which you're selling on Patreon. So at this point, you might be like, wow, this is a lot, right? It sounds like a lot of moving pieces when it comes to setting up a Patreon campaign, but I will be honest with you, it is as easy as pie. It is super simple. I set up one in a video, and again, I'll link it up down below, in like 10 minutes. It's so easy to set up a Patreon campaign. What's not easy, I think, is doing it the right way and building a strong foundation that allows you to build that digital wealth long into the future. And one of the biggest components of this, of setting up your Patreon campaign, not from a technical standpoint, but from a tactical standpoint, is the marketing campaign and behind that launch announcement. So there's kind of a couple of different structures when it comes to the digital marketing. One is the actual launch of the campaign, and that might be to your audience. The second would be the ongoing recurring promotions, which you embed in your content. For example, whether you're doing a podcast or you're putting out YouTube videos or blogs, and your CTA, it's called in the marketing terms, your call to action, and the way you structure that in order to get people to then check out your Patreon campaign and sort of tease that. And number three, we have within your Patreon campaign, and I know this kind of sounds meta, right? But within Patreon, once people become a part of your community, marketing is still ongoing because you're getting people to upgrade their membership to stay in your community as long as possible, to extend the customer lifetime value, and to maybe even purchase things like guides, sticker packs, and courses, which you have created for them within your Patreon community. So I would kind of like lump this into two different segments. One is, really like the promotion of the community, and one is more like the within the community promotion. And that's more in the realm of like engagement, welcoming people, Q&As, making sure they participate to kind of improve the stickiness there. At the very least, you want to have a digital marketing plan. And that's just a clear understanding of, number one, how you're going to promote this, on which digital marketing channels is your audience. How are you going to mingle this into the content which you're already producing? What is this going to look like, and how are you going to track that? For example, are you going to use tools like Bitly links maybe to be able to track the people and that are going through your CTAs and how they're actually discovering your Patreon? What are the ways and the processes that you're going to get people to that link beyond your content? Are you going to use social media marketing? Are you going to use email marketing? There's so many ways out there to do this from an organic and also even a paid standpoint. Picture this, every single month you are putting out new content, and with that posting you also have some action items when it comes to the marketing, and all of a sudden you start to have people joining your Patreon community. It can almost be like the start of a roaring bonfire. It can be extremely exciting, and it can really empower your creative work in ways that you've never imagined possible before. What I'm about to say next can have a huge difference on your campaign, but before I do, just take a second to really evaluate what we've gone through. We've gone through how to start your Patreon campaign, how it's so easy to do with simple processes that allow you to upload videos and content so you can have membership communities, sort of the best practices as well when it comes to those perks and rewards. So if you are on the fence with doing this, I think this is a great opportunity to really just get started and to have that mindset of a scientist. Why not try it out? Why not see how it goes and have a marketing strategy behind that? And then you can evaluate and you can really see if this is something that you like doing and that you want to do long term. So what I want to say is that your Patreon campaign is kind of like a living, breathing organism, and you want to continue to update it over time. You really want to think about unique ways to keep it fresh and to keep people a part of that community, because that's one of the biggest issues I see with a lot of my coaching students is maintaining that level of community and making sure that it's growing and that it's not decreasing when it comes to that. So you don't want to have people leaving the community in droves. You want to have them there, excited, participating, even bringing other people into the community. You also collaborating with other creators. There are so many ways that you can scale this sucker, even utilizing things like meta advertising in order to grow your Patreon community. Now, this is something that you're serious about and you really want to make an impact this year when it comes to launching your Patreon campaign. You want to do it right. You want to dot your I's, cross your T's, but more importantly, you want to go big with this. You want to maybe change the trajectory of your career, or you want to blow up as an influencer. You maybe want to even quit your 9-to-5 job and do this as your full-time pursuit. You want to make sure you go in with a strong foundation going into your campaign. And if that sounds like you can go down below and you can learn more and book an intensive one-on-one coaching call with me. So the link down below at crowdcrux.com will take you to a form where you can learn more about this, but also you can fill out that form and you can tell me more about your specific case. Tell me about the resources you have, what your goals are, how much you really need to get to when it comes to your target, what you're making, where your inspiration came from. I would love to hear about all of that. And all you got to do down below is go to crowdcrux.com/coaching and you can book your one-on-one intensive coaching call with me and we can get that squared away ASAP. Regardless, I hope that you enjoyed today's YouTube video, and if you did, come subscribe for more content just like this. If you love turning your passion into profit, hit that like button so that other people know that this was worth their time. Leave a positive comment down below, and if you do nothing else, take some action this week in turning your dreams into reality. If you are a creative type, if you're working on something really cool, you're putting out creative work, chances are you are not promoting enough. You are not tooting your own horn. Stand up for yourself, man. Be willing to monetize your creative work because no one else is going to do it for you. So get in the driver's seat, get out there, start taking some action. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Salvador Briggman, and I'll see you next time.